Like, I got the impression in the past that you've given Trump a pass on this.
No, I
No?
could not answer a question because it wasn't ripe. Now that it's ripe, where there has been exposure created in the courthouse, where many people are subject to tremendous punishment that were attached to the Jeffrey Epstein $600 million mystery, now these people face life in prison.
Okay.
This has become much more serious. Before, President Trump had no downside because nobody had a reason to turn against him. Now there's a substantial reason to turn against him by people that have very damaging evidence that will turn political in the race for president. And it's going to be an ugly race.
Yeah.
Very ugly race.
Because, we can't give Biden a pass either. There's allegations against him, too, as well. And even many bizarre YouTube videos you can watch on him that's right out there in the open, right in front of your face. Now, a list of people who would
does also have linkage to Epstein on every step he took in the President Trump affairs.
Do you believe he would have videotape and photograph of Trump?
I don't want to speculate, but there are a substantial amount of photos that have been published already, and there is much more being held by the government.
By the government?
And President Trump is put in a very mysterious place in this case, the way it's being handled in the United States, because it's not being prosecuted in the United States. And there's a tremendous backlash against that, and it's really hurting President Trump.
Now you're saying there's evidence, the government has evidence. The government in the Virgin Islands or the U.S. government? Or both?
The U.S. government has evidence of photos, but they don't have hard evidence of other linkage between President Trump and the people involved in the Jeffrey Epstein mystery crimes of $600 million. But these people have it, and they're all going to be facing life in prison. This is a very serious problem.
Yeah, this is very very good stuff. Now, Acosta would be aware of this information.
Acosta is aware of the information. The answer is yes. He doesn't have the detailed evidence, but he is certainly aware that there is a problem between these people that are facing life imprisonment and criminal charges attached that links to President Trump. Yes.
Okay, and anybody besides Khan and Endike facing life over these charges?
Well, yes, there's a whole list of people that are part of this. Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell, is also in that boat of facing substantial charges alongside of Jeffrey Epstein for abetting, enabling him to rape all these victims and steal all this money. In addition to Sarah Kellen, Adriana Ross, Leslie Graf, Nadina Makanova. There's a long list of people that are implicated in these crimes that face a tremendous problem.
Now,
and this is all going to come out.
Yeah. In that list, how many of them have information about Trump specifically?
I know of several
okay.
that have detailed evidence that will be extraordinarily damaging to the November election for president.
Have you heard of rumors out there of photographs of Trump with young girls on Epstein's plane?
Yes,
okay.
I have.
Yeah, okay. And they were being shopped around. It's like the National Enquirer and Gawker and Radar Online and stuff like that. It was catch and kill.
Yes. Yes.
Are you aware of any victims associated with this that have made settlements with Trump?
Well, you know about two of them that Michael Cohen pled guilty to, who made settlements with Michael Cohen for Trump.
Right. Stormy
So
Daniels and McDougal.
Yeah, and there might be a third one that started a lawsuit against Trump and then withdrew the lawsuit out of fear.
Right. Katie Johnson.
Yes.
Okay.
But these are not just victims. These are Epstein's colleagues.
Yeah, I understand.
That were part of his $600 million estate, crimes and mystery, that nobody's being punished for. No one.
Yeah. Now, you said that there's connections to Biden as well?
Yes, well, Biden, once again, they were in charge during the period of the Alex Acosta problems. They were in the White House, and the minister has indicated that Washington was in the loop in telling him to drop the case and tear up the indictment against Epstein.
Is Acosta in enough jeopardy that he would be willing to testify against Trump or provide evidence against Trump?
The question is, if they decide to release the evidence, the co-conspirators and people involved with Epstein's crimes, Acosta would have a problem. Yes. Okay. He would have a problem.
Okay, so in order for Acosta to be in the jackpot there, this other information has to come out first. Then he would have to cooperate. He would have to flip at that point.
Well, he's not within a time frame of liability because his action was in 2007 and 2008. His further action, though, was when he was appointed as Labor Secretary when he was in front of the Congress, where he answered questions about what he did in the Epstein case. That time frame of creating liability for him, Acosta. Yes.
Gotcha.
So he is in the time frame.
Gotcha. What about Bill Barr? Now, he had a strange connection, too, to the Dalton School and Epstein. Any further? And he has a big CIA background. Any connections with him and Epstein?
There's no evidence that I am linking the Attorney General Barr to this individually, because he was not in that boat at that time when this all occurred. But there is a question as to why this is a mystery and why there is no real push or prosecution against anybody in this case.
Yeah, in New York, too, as well. It seems that Cy Vance is very hesitant to prosecute these kind of cases.
Well, the cases really belong to the federal government because they travel between in the states, and it's interstate traveling in sex trafficking, which has been clearly established. I mean, that's what they're charging Epstein for, and that's what they're charging Darren Indyke for in the Virgin Islands. So this is very serious, this case. And now the Virgin Islands Attorney General has gone further in the charges and said she wants a determination made in her allocations by the court. So this is going to really increase substantially. And you got people facing very serious criminal exposure attached to Jeffrey Epstein and President Trump.
Are you aware of any evidence gathered down in Little St. James?
Yes. Yes.
And
it's been substantially filed in court by the Attorney General of the Virgin Islands. Substantial evidence.
And what nature?
It shows an amazing financial fraud perpetrated on the Virgin Islands.
Right.
And it shows the rapes victimizing the young girls in the Virgin Islands. There's a lot of evidence in the Virgin Islands, lawsuits.
Gotcha. Any new developments with Maxwell in the past week?
Maxwell is really arrogant, taking the position that the United States is afraid to prosecute her. She's shockingly arrogant. And she's staying out there, and as you are aware, she filed a lawsuit against Epstein's $600 million estate to continue the payment of her overhead, which is very substantial, from the estate. And so she now brought herself into the jurisdiction of these criminal case allegations that are in the civil courts of the Virgin Islands. The criminal allegations are filed in the civil courts of the Virgin Islands. So it's very simple to convert that into a criminal case against all these parties that have been named. And now Maxwell has opened up that door to bring her into a criminal case herself by going into the Virgin Islands court.
Okay, fascinating, breaking information here with Sreven Hoffenberg, and he's explaining to us about how he's aware or believes that there is more direct information, evidence connecting Trump to the Epstein scandals. We're going to take a little bit of a break here, and we'll be right back with more of Sreven Hoffenberg discussing this case here. And now a word from our sponsors.
Have you ever thought about opening your own mobile cart or kiosk business? Maybe the facility you manage could establish new revenue by adding coffee, food, or retail services. Cart King International can be the answer to your needs. Cart King is a North American designer and manufacturer of the finest mobile coffee, food, and retail carts and kiosks. Cart King has been working with clients and corporations across North America for 20 years, providing innovative designs, custom manufacturing, and timely delivery. Carts and kiosks are fun, and so are the dozens of designs on our website. Please visit us today at www.cart-king.com or just call us at 1-877-986-7771 and get your sales rolling.
PureSoapFlakes.com, 218-568-2525. Have you ever heard of Castile Soap? Pure Soap Flake Company handcrafts fine soap bars, laundry powder, and concentrated soap flakes using organic vegetable oils from their northern Minnesota facility. Bathe your body and wash your clothes with pure soap products that are free of fragrance, GMOs, palm oil, sodium lauryl sulfate, and synthetic additives. Keep it clean, folks. Pure Soap Flake Company products are kind to living creatures and sensitive skin, safe for drains and waterways, and work great in high-efficiency washers and top and front-loading machines. They have a little promotion going on. Contact them to order some soap. Mention the Opperman Report. You're going to get a free gift. They're going to sing a little extra soap, travel size, soap bars and laundry soap, cleaning soap flakes. I've been using that stuff all day long today. Great stuff. Order today at PureSoapFlakes.com or give them a call, 218-568-2525, 218-568-2525. Pure Soap Flake Company is a proud member of the Handcrafted Soap and Cosmetic Guild.
Tina Helmuth is writing an ongoing series of fact fiction books that boldly takes on